Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're looking at the stamp set Strong of Heart. I really love this image here. It's a two-step stamp so that you can do the outside, put this one inside and then, colour the pieces round. There's some lovely sentiments and it is a stamp set where Stampin' Up will donate £2.50 from every sale to Heart Health, which obviously, really important. So it's a give back stamp set, which I always try and support. And today we're going to do something a little bit different with it. This was inspired actually from our CEO, Sarah Douglas, who was doing with the tie-dye stamp and was doing it in two colours and turning it around. Now, I haven't got that stamp set, but I thought, you know what, I think I'm going to do something with this because I really love this sort of variegated image on the actual heart. So we're going to have some fun with that one today. And that's the one we're going to use. Red rubber, so you know that it's going to give an absolutely beautiful image. And I've cut myself a piece of 5 inches by 5 inches basic white cardstock. And I'm using our Stamparatus. Now, the Stamparatus is a fantastic positioning tool. In my opinion, it's probably one of the best on the market, purely because you have plates, and there's 2 of them. I just haven't got the other one out. You have plates which you can take out, and the hinge allows you to move it down so you can have hinge step stamping. It means that you can load 4 different images up, so you can have one on this side, you can then turn it round and have another image on the other side. You can have the other plate in here, so again you can have an image coming in from the top and turn it round. So it is a fantastic positioning tool. I have made, and most of you who are subscribers will know, I have made my own wreath template. Now, the magnets, never put the magnets together, but I have made my own wreath template. There is a tutorial for this. You literally just need to put in, wreath template and put in my name. So, it's a very easy thing. I laminated mine on our grid paper, and I put, because it is a little bit slidey, because it's laminated. I've had this now, I made it, a couple of years ago. So there's all sorts of wreath templates out on the market, but this is something that I did for free, and I always like things for free. So, getting on, we need to put our piece of Whisper White in on the line. And we'll put the other magnet down on there. And then we're going to get the stamped image that we want, and we're going to position it so that it is between those 2 lines as evenly as we can get it, and relatively near the top. If you look at the stamp, you've got a little bit of room on there, so you can put it so that it comes a little way up. Okay, and then we're just going to pick it up, and then I put it on there. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to move it just slightly this way. Whoops. Let's move it to there, because then you can see, you can't see all of it, but it doesn't, the hinge part you can't see completely, but that doesn't really matter too much because that's what you're concentrating on. And we're using 2 colours. These 2 colours are Flirty Flamingo and Daffodil Delight. And these were the 2 colours that, as I say, Sarah Douglas, who is our CEO, was using when she was doing her tie-dye. And I just thought, oh, those colours are really nice and sunny. Not that we're having anything particularly sunny at the moment in the UK. You might be able to hear, hopefully not too much, but it is absolutely hammering it down with rain. So we're going to start with the Flirty Flamingo, and we'll have one. We're going to rotate it to literally each one of the corners. It saves inking up each one separately and cleaning it, so literally on all 4 of the corners. So we're going to take this one in on here, and then we're going to rotate it again. And we're going to put this one in on here. You can do so much with this stamp, you really can. You know, you could make a 4-leaf clover if you wanted to, and just sort of leave it like that. Good one for St. Patrick's Day, or a good luck one, because it gives you those 4 images. But we're just going to take it to sort of the next step up. So that's the 4 in like that. Now I'm going to use my Simply Chamois and clean this stamp off. So you probably can't see that, but I use the Simply Chamois to just clean it off nicely, because you want it, you don't want it to have any of the other colour on it. So put that on there. I'm then going to take this, and we're going to take it onto the diagonal. So we're going to put it onto the diagonal here, just line it up, and then we're going to take the, keeping it in exactly the same position. You're not going to move your stamp at all. We're just moving it to a different position. And then I'm taking the Daffodil Delight, making sure I've inked it up in that centerpiece, which I have, and we're then going to do it onto all of the diagonals. So that's one. Then we're going to take it onto the next diagonal. Whoa, this is me, nearly threw the stamp pad all over my clothes. That wouldn't have been a very good idea, would it? So let's put that on this one. Turn it round to the other diagonal. Now this time I'm going to move it, because you can't see that bit on there. So I'm going to move it right the way down. Whoops. In fact, if I move the whole, let's move that down to there, so you can actually see. There we are. That's a bit better, isn't it? You can see the inking up part. Not that that's important. So you literally just have to ink it up, and we're taking it into the next part. Then we're going to turn it round to the last diagonal. You can do it in whatever colour you want, actually. It's quite, any 2 colours that will sort of tone in together will work out quite well. Okay, so then I am going to just clean, take those ink pads and put them back, and then I'm just going to clean the stamp with the Simply Chamois. This is where the Simply Chamois really comes into its own, because you can take it out and literally just wipe it down and clean it carefully on there, and then that stamp can go back into its case, which I've put underneath. I put the case underneath because it helps with the hinge and stamping up evenly. So if you put your stamp case in underneath, it just helps support it a little bit. Okay, so that's all we need to do with the Stamparatus. And you can see you have got, let's move this out of the way, let's make sure I'm back in screen where I need to be and relatively straight. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so you now have this rather nice flowered shape. As it dries, because obviously it's still a little bit damp, it will become a little bit paler. Now, decorating it, what I've done is, and I'm going to show you sort of the end result. So I wanted to make it, because it was a flower, I wanted it a bit more fun, and I wanted larger sentiments than were in the Strong of Heart. So I took, which is in the annual catalogue, Light-Hearted Lines. I really love this one because it is just, they're amusing, they're funny. You know, everything is figure-outable. Thanks for lending an ear and keeping a straight face. To a person who's still got it but might not remember where they put it, happy birthday. I hate to break it to you, but you're stuck with me, friends forever. So I really like that one because they are different, and sometimes you want to send cards with different sentiments on and not make it too sort of serious. So on this one, what I did was, and I will show you the end one because it's easier to do that rather than go through on all of this. So that's my finished card. And what I've done is I've taken the largest of the scalloped circle dies and stamped my sentiment out in that, which is everything is figure-outable. I've then taken some of the new ribbon, which is, I can't remember the exact name of it. Hold on, let's just grab it. So this is the new ribbon in the mini catalogue, and because it was gold, I thought it would go with the oranges quite nicely. And it's called Shimmer Ribbon. Always get 10 yards, or which is like brilliant. So you always get lots on a reel. And as I say, it's in the new catalogue, so have a look through on there for that. And all I did with that was literally to just run it in a just sort of a zigzag thing, and I put this up with dimensionals. I've taken a couple of little, and I don't know whether you can notice them on the camera, but just to add a little bit of interest, I punched a couple of stars out from the new star punch, which is, let me grab that one as well. It is called Starlit Punch, and this one you can stamp 6 out in one go. So I used just 3 of those, the 3 largest ones, just in vellum, just as I say, to give just a little bit of interest in on the corner. And then these little hearts are here, and I stamped them out in the 2 colours that we were using. And then I used the dog punch, which has got a little tiny heart in it, not exactly the same size, so you could fussy cut them out, but if you wanted to do it quickly, I just did it with the punch. And then I've just put a tiny little pearl in the centre of each one. So you've got yourself a really rather pretty, sunshiny, bright card, very simple to achieve, and you can then, you know, add the embellishments and things that you want to change it into, you know, whatever you want. So if you wanted to do a, instead of a circle, you could do a square, you could put some images in, you could do it in sort of reds and greens and things, or emboss it for Christmas time. So lots of ideas with it, but very quick, very simple, and yet gives this lovely, you know, this one's completely dried. I love this sort of variegated look to it. I really do. I think that it's it just gives a rather almost not tie-dye, but it gives a real symmetrical pattern running through and makes it into quite a fun flower, and another way of using this lovely stamp set, Strong of Heart. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.